President Duterte challenges party mate Senator Manny Pacquiao to expose corrupt officials in government. Quarantine classifications recommended by the IATF for July are out. Metro Manila and nearby provinces are expected to remain under general community quarantine. Trisha, aside from COVID-19, President Duterte also threatened to go personal against Senator Manny Pacquiao. Where is all this coming from?
Well, President Duterte actually challenges Pacquiao to identify corrupt government offices and personnel amid the senator's remarks that corruption has gone worse during the Duterte administration.
I am challenging him, ituro mong opisina na corrupt at ako na ang bahala within 1 week may gawin ako. Maglista ka, Pacquiao, at sinasabi mong 2 times kami corrupt. Wala ka namang sinabi noong all these years, puro ka praises ng praises sa akin. Tapos, ngayon sabihin mo, corrupt. If you fail to do that, I will campaign against you because you are not doing your duty. Do it, because if not, I will just tell the people, do not vote for Pacquiao because he is a liar. At saka madali parang karabaw na kung saan yung bibirahin pupunta doon. I am not questioning your ability intellectually or what. But pag hindi mo nagawa yan, araw-arawin kita, I will expose you as a liar. At yung buhay mo, kilala mo kita noon pa. Then we should start also because you are going for public office, presidency, everybody should know. But ito, I put you on notice na isasabi ko lahat at kakalabanin kita panahon ng eleksyon.
President Duterte says every administration will have its share of problems on corruption. He says even if Pacquiao becomes president, he will not be able to totally get rid of corruption. It can be recalled that President Duterte had promised to eradicate corruption within 3 to 6 months into his term, but he would eventually concede that this was impossible. President Duterte also implies that Pacquiao's dream of giving homes to all Filipinos in 6 years' time is not feasible. Meantime, the chief executive says he is open to running for vice president.
It's not at all a bad idea. And if there is a space for me there, siguro. Pero kung wala akong space, everybody is crowding up, wanting to be one vice president, sila na lang muna kasi tapos na ako. But there are things I'd like to continue. And that would be dependent on also of the president that I will support.
But Ria, this is still boiling down to the point or to the president's frustration over the remarks of Pacquiao. Back to you, Ria.
Thanks for that, Trisha. Our Trisha Terada there reporting. There is no local transmission yet of the more infectious Delta variant. That's according to the Philippine Genome Center Executive Director Cynthia Saloma. She says genome surveillance will get a boost after the arrival of 40,000 sequencing kits to detect variant cases. The Genome Center can sequence up to 750 samples a week.
They have already arrived and we have a year-long supply of kits for whole genome sequencing. As to whether or not we are sequencing enough, from our data, Pinky, we are sequencing less than 1% of the positive cases in the country. And that's why for this effort, it's really very important that we do a very good sampling design so that we can have a better picture of the cases that we see in our communities, as well as, of course, in our airports.
In other news, Malacanang clears the air about President Duterte's pronouncements on arming civilian volunteers. There have been criticisms that the plan may lead to vigilante killings. Last week, the president said he was open to the idea of allowing members of a new anti-crime volunteers coalition to carry firearms in their campaign against criminality. But presidential spokesperson Harry Roque clarifies there's no policy yet about arming civilian anti-crime groups. Roque says the idea will be subject to full staff work and the president will consider all inputs. If it becomes a policy, Roque assures there will be corresponding training to prevent abuses. But for now, he says it's speculative to discuss the matter.
As you said, he's open to the idea. Pero wala pa naman pong finality, no? At siguro the best view expressed so far is the view of PNP Chief Eleazar, no, which I share, no, that kailangan intindihin naman natin na kapag ang mga volunteer groups ay merong banta sa buhay nila,